That's one of the reasons why I keep saying to all of these simple Simon Negroes who are trashing black immigrants, you need to shut the hell up, because an increasing percentage of the black population are black immigrants. And what I need for black people is to have a better understanding of African, Caribbean nations.
No, you need to shut up, and you need to stop begging for us to cover you. Look, man, I'm tired. Look, I'm covering Roland tonight because, hey, man, you want to throw a couple dollars my way. This is your way of funding independent media. At this point, Roland, it's transparently obvious. Part of your business model is getting black America and independent black America, getting us to cover you to keep your name prevalent in the news feeds and in the algorithms. We know what you are. You are a spokesmodel for the Democratic Party. You are an OnlyFans model. You're Democratic Party OnlyFans. That's right. Posing and prancing and doing all types of unseemly things to yourself in order to keep the Democrats supporting you. And it is pathetic, Roland. It's disgusting is what it is. Not in front of the kids.
And I need for those black immigrants to have a better understanding of the African American existence, because the reality is we all need each other. And so, you know what's amazing to me? When I listen to people who say, man, them black Brits taking our job, I wonder what these Negroes today.
So Roland has an audience of only Democrats, and they're pretty much from the age of 62 to 84. That's pretty much his age demographic. And I understand that, you know. My thing is, are any of them Americans, black Americans? And do you co-sign this type of shit? I mean, it seems like Roland fight for everybody except actual black Americans. One segment he's talking about Africans. Now he's talking about the Europeans, the UK, the Brits, black Brits. What about black Americans? What about working class black Americans in your own country, from your own country, getting squeezed by the economy for one, two, by the resources that are being stretched in these communities, and three, just being online and having to listen to this nonsense. And look, and Godfrey and David Aleppo, whatever his name is, they decided to have these conversations. Nobody made Idris Elba do this. All of them are fiending. All of them are supporting themselves off the algorithm and throwing red meat at these issues for a reason. Godfrey and dudes, I don't even know the other guy's name, but the 154 African podcast was created to feed off the momentum of the FBA and the ADOS. That's their whole purpose. Once again, Godfrey and company would not have a podcast if it weren't for these contention, being able to raise tension with these other entities that have existed, that have done heavy lifting in these black spaces. That's the whole purpose of Godfrey. So without something to counter, they wouldn't even be here. Because we all know Godfrey's like his own channel is shit. His podcast was never interesting. He got one dude who used to be with Patrice O'Neal 20 years ago, talking about how to be a man, a woman, the magnet or some shit. And you got this dude, and they got a couple, I don't know, women that are, I mean, just keep it real, man, you know. Whoever they are, who are disgruntled, typically upset because they can't get dates on the show. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge of unwatchable, unfunny. And Godfrey, the only one, not because his content's great, just because he can do voices. I mean, at some point you gotta say, where's the jokes, bro? Hey, where the jokes at? You know, what are funny? Where's the funny? You're a clown. But what I'm saying is, all of these people have found a way to weaponize us, to gaslight black Americans in order to create a niche for themselves. That's all they've been doing, and all I'm saying is, we see through you. Godfrey, I was one of the first to see through you. When everybody else is like, I like Godfrey. He say the thing about the black people, and every once in a while he bring up issues about black people. He's an ally. And I was like, I don't know about that. Dude seems bogus, suspect to me. He seems self-serving. He's like a shapeshifter. It's all about who's in the room. And now he's been exposing himself. So now my take on him has taken flight, like Red Bull. It's got wings. Roland Martin and the rest of these people have just found a way to weaponize, to calibrate, and to create a revenue stream. That's it. To make a revenue stream, a profit model off of using us. That's all they're doing. And that's the same thing with the Brits, the black Brits that come over, the Africans, all of them, they are benefiting from us. And all I'm saying is, why aren't you advocating for us benefit off of ourselves? And I'm telling you, it's a democratic strategy not to empower black Americans. There, I said it. Roland doesn't do anything because Roland wants to. Roland does what they told him to do. They throw a stick and they say, get it, boy, and he goes and gets it. Roland is not autonomous. Roland doesn't have any creativity. If Roland had creativity, you would have seen it by now. Him and Cloudburn are the same thing. They've been nipped this shit for 40 years, and they haven't done anything innovative the entire time. Come on now. Look at them, all upset because some people online say something about some people. We don't have any ability to throw anybody out the country. So what if there are people on TikTok tired of the bullshit? We can't throw them out of America. But we can always decide, and we should always decide, who we will spend our money with. Why is it Roland making video content about Jewish people not spending money with black Americans? Why isn't Roland making content about Koreans not spending money with black Americans? But see, that's too easy, right? Right? Them old heads that watch Roland will never ask basic questions like that. Why doesn't Roland make content about people that are mistreating black Americans when it comes to our businesses? But instead, he said we should be more of a step stool for the black Brits to come over and get money. Not that the black Brits should put money in our pocket, for God's sake. Not that the Africans should put money in our pocket, for God's sake. But how we can be better mules to drag their asses around. And I'm saying it's the other way, Roland. It's the other way, Godfrey. It's the other way, short African actor whose name I still have no interest in learning. Come on, y'all. Somebody say, can the church say amen?
Saying that would have said to Shirley Chisholm's face when she became the first black woman ever elected to Congress.
What'd she do for it?
Ever.
What'd she do? This has opened up the way for more sellouts to come creeping out of the woodwork. Look, fam, a person's individual success has unless it has structural upsides for the majority of black American working class Americans, unless you can show me definitive advancement for the collective, the individual achievement don't mean shit to me. That don't move me at all, Roland. So you can bug your ass and shake your ass and do whatever you're doing. That's fine to attract your friends, but that does not motivate me at all. What Shirley Chisholm was able to accomplish, what Barack Obama was able to accomplish for him, for himself and his family. That has no bearing on the rest of us. What about the collective? Hold these people accountable, man. They're on this BS. All right.
I wonder what these simple Simons would say to Sidney Poitier.
I would say, Sidney, I thought you was dead. What are you doing here? Then I'd say, Sidney Poitier, yes. I would say, Sidney, could you give Roland a new word? I mean, he's so stuck. Roland is baby boomer. Shit. How old is Roland? 62? Roland! Simple Simon, man, that was a game back in the late 70s or early 80s or some shit. Dude, could you just upgrade your insults? See, what I tell you about creativity, Roland doesn't have any creativity. None.
From the Bahamas. I wonder what they would say to freedom fighter Harry Belafonte, Jamaica. I wonder what these same...
Unless it's just... This y'all guy, huh? Hey, Roland, have you ever considered a little bass in the voice might be nice? Are you capable of bass at all? That's what men are, men have range. This guy is pathetic, man. Let him in.
Simple Simons would say to Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, where are his folks from? If I'm correct, Barbados.
Motherfucker, look, man, what does that got to do? What that got to do with anything? What one person did? What that got to do with anything? Oh, because if you don't let everybody come into the country, then you might miss Harry Belafonte. If you don't let everybody, if we don't open up the floodgates and let all the Latinos come over, we may not get Emilio Estevez. Whatever. Rob Schneider might not be able to make it. What the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Full of shit.
At the end of the day, we got to take a look at Roland Martin and say to ourselves, why is it Roland Martin's always doing all this heavy lifting for everybody except working class Black Americans? All his heavy lifting is for the Democratic Party and for those people that have not invested and provided resources within our communities. At some point, even his supporters, hopefully some of them will begin to wake up and realize reality. Their Roland's vested interest is not your vested interest. He's a cartoon character. And we got bigger fish to fry. We got more important things to do. Hopefully, Roland will be quiet for a while. His name is going to circulate in the algorithm due to this video he put out. I realize I'm adding to that, but I need to correct the record somewhat. But Roland Martin is not our advocate. That's their advocate. He's their guy. He's not our guy. And the sooner that Black America can see that, the more we can focus on the wealth gap, more that we can focus on our businesses, the more we can focus on the realignment that we are doing when it comes to where we spend our money. And this is not a boycott. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Let's keep the party going, man. What's up, y'all? Look, hit the like button on this broadcast. Let's get it out there to the masses. Let people know we're putting it down here on the most dangerous show in America, right here, the Tim Black Show.